What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? It's your girl Crystal and welcome back to my channel, guys. So guys, how are you guys been? I missed you guys so much. And how are you guys been doing? But before we get into this video, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, join the fam if you guys have not already, and also go follow your girl on TikTok and go support her. I do lives over there, guys, so please, if you have TikTok, please go follow me. That'd be greatly appreciated. I would like to interact with you guys a little bit more. So guys, I have a quick question. So when you guys were little, right, in your childhood, what was the number one toy that you guys used to play with? Me and my sisters used to play with Barbies, a lot of Barbies. Barbies is just a girl's thing. That's what we play with, you know what I mean? So mine was Barbies, okay? Brat dolls, all that stuff. I want to know what your childhood toy is, because in today's video we're going to be watching toys that move on camera, okay? So just imagine you playing with your toy, teddy bear, Barbie, anything that's out of the ordinary, right? Just imagine it moving out of nowhere, just moving out of nowhere. How would you feel? Me, I probably would have threw the doll across the room. Just saying, because me personally, I'm not about to play with no haunted dolls. And if you guys know me, I talked about dolls a lot in my videos, especially antique dolls, okay? Now, I told you in one of my videos, I'm not sure which one, but I talk about antique dolls, how me and my sisters every Christmas used to get an antique doll, every Christmas. And my sister had a collection of those, and they looked like they were looking at me into my soul, guys, into my soul. So let me know what your childhood toy was growing up, and let me know if you do have children, and do your children play similar toys as the ones you did when you were little, okay? That's the question. If you guys want to shout out in my next video, guys, all you gotta do is comment, and I'll pick one of the comments randomly, and I will shout you out in my next video. Also, turn your post notifications on so you guys are never missing a video, and also share the videos, guys. Share them with your friends, your family, your mom, your daddy, everybody that you guys know. Share them, because your girl is trying to grow her YouTube channel, and you doing that is gonna grow it, okay? Share them on platforms, anything that you guys have. And also, I would like for you to guys to go follow me on TikTok, because I'm gonna start going live, and I want to interact with you guys. I will give you my TikTok will be down in the description, okay, guys? So if you guys want to go follow me, let me know. Well, just go over there and follow me anyways, but let me know that you are a part of the family, and I will know who you are, okay? But we're gonna get right into this video, guys, because I'm so eager to see these toys moving on camera, okay? Okay, guys, are you ready? Because your girl is. All right, here we go.
Often recognizable by their brightly colored blades, are simply mechanical devices that respond to the wind. Nowadays, toy windmills are primarily seen as toys or garden decorations. But what if we see this toy standing at someone's grave, somewhere where the wind doesn't blow? If we're to believe the following video, a spirit of a deceased person may have set the toy windmill in motion in a cemetery. Cemeteries in general are already quite eerie, but at night, the atmosphere becomes even creepier. If you're afraid of ghosts or anything remotely paranormal.
Okay, guys, so this video just started, okay? These windmill things, I used to play with these all the time as a kid. Play with them, I used to blow them, everything, put them out the window and have them blow. But this one in particularly is in a cemetery, and it's moving by itself. But I don't know that because I wasn't there. But apparently this video is saying that, like, This is at a cemetery, and then the wind wasn't blowing, and it just moved on.
Oh, you better run in the other direction if you see something like this. But what happens if you don't run away and instead want to investigate? This is one of those cases. Someone found a toy windmill in an old field cemetery, and without any sign of a windy night, the toy windmill starts moving. Do you think this was a spirit desperately trying to make contact with the living? Number 19. The Nutcracker doll is a decorative wooden figure with a hinged mouth, traditionally designed to crack nuts. These dolls often take the form of a soldier or king. A story from 1892 tells the tale of a girl named Clara who receives the Nutcracker doll for Christmas, and it comes to life at night. Due to such legends and other popular stories, Nutcracker dolls have become closely associated with the Christmas season in many Western countries. The owner of the doll in this video believes that this Nutcracker doll is possessed, and he even managed to capture the movement on camera. He claims to have had this doll in his family for over 400 years, and that it originated from Germany or England. The presence of the dog looking at the doll when it starts moving makes it very credible and eerie. It's said that dogs possess heightened senses, including the ability to detect paranormal activity. In this case, the dog's gaze at the doll's face may point a deeper connection between the doll and the paranormal world. Perhaps it's a spirit that's taken over the doll, causing it to move. Whatever it is, it's creepy. Don't you think? Number 18. In the cozy setting of a living room, a woman finds herself on a quiet evening, comfortably seated on a couch next to a large pink teddy bear. However, what the security camera captures next is eerie. While the woman sits, lost in her own thoughts, the bear suddenly starts moving backward. Her initial confusion quickly turns into pure terror as she witnesses the creepy movements of the teddy bear. Startled and overwhelmed, the woman jumps to her feet and desperately tries to distance herself from this unexplained event. But to her increasing horror, the bear continues its backward movement, completely unaffected by her presence. The TikTok video ends abruptly, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. The fact that this pink teddy bear looks so innocent and began moving on its own makes this event a lot creepier.
Guys, that bear would have been in flames quickly as possible. See something moving like that? Yeah, you're gonna go in flames, because I'm not about to. That bear wouldn't even be existing anymore.
Don't you agree? Number 17. In a picturesque corner of Barbican, Plymouth, England, a shop became the scene of a spooky encounter with a possessed plush Mickey Mouse. The owner explained that he received the peculiar foam rubber toy from a friend. They placed it against a cupboard in a corner of the shop, hoping it would find its place among the other stuffed animals scattered throughout the store. However, the next morning, the owner discovered something quite unsettling. Upon entering the shop and turning on the lights, he immediately noticed that Mickey Mouse had mysteriously moved. He was the last person to leave the shop the previous evening, and he initially thought that there had been a break-in. About 16 inches or 40 centimeters from its original position, the plush toy now lay on the floor. Confused, the owner wondered how this could have happened. Driven by curiosity, the owner decided to review the surveillance footage from the previous night. The video footage revealed that at 4 a.m., Mickey Mouse began moving on its own, and took deliberate steps before eventually falling. Number 16. The Furby is an interactive toy first introduced in 1988 and beloved by both children and adults. Its ability to learn and respond to its environment made the Furby very popular. However,
guys, comment down below if you guys ever play with Furbies. I used to play with these as a child. They're creepy looking though, and they move on their own, so we're gonna see.
Interactive toys can also be hacked and malfunction to a degree bordering on possession. The wave of excitement and joy was soon overshadowed by a series of disturbing events that took place in 2016. Reports began to surface about Furbies being transformed into potential surveillance devices, causing fear and discomfort among unsuspecting owners. One of these videos shows a pink Furby that cries and moves on its own, emitting a haunting sound when pressed. The toy's flashing eyes, incessant crying, and blinking lights only added to this eerie aura. It's worth noting that although the video shows a pink Furby, this disturbing behavior was not limited to a specific color variant. Another video features a brown and black Furby with similar creepy characteristics. The Furby made strange sounds, opened its mouth, blinked, and also moved on its own. Number 15. There's been several incidents in history with toys that raised concerns about safety and appropriateness. Two notorious examples include Elmo's toys exhibiting disturbing behavior, which was captured on camera. This alerted parents to be cautious with their choice of toys in the future. In a chilling incident, a boy named James Bowman experienced a shocking event with his Elmo toy. After a simple battery change, the once cheerful and beloved Elmo began uttering death threats. One of the statements the Elmo toy uttered was "Kill James," which seemed like an instruction to harm James in some way. The implications are deeply disturbing and make you wonder if these twisted messages were intentionally programmed, or if it was a simple malfunction. Another video showed an Elmo toy menacingly asking, "Who wants to die?" This alarming and bizarre statement captured on camera quickly garnered attention and led to the toy being swiftly pulled from store shelves. Number 14. Toy Story is an animated film produced by Pixar and released by Walt Disney Pictures. The film premiered on November 22, 1995, and was the very first fully computer-animated feature film. The story follows a group of toys that come to life when no one's looking, with a focus on the rivalry between Woody, an old-fashioned cowboy doll, and Buzz Lightyear, a space action figure. When a parent took their child to the toy store to purchase a Woody doll, they decided to film the event with their iPhone 5. In the animated film, the toys come to life, but apparently this also happened in real life. If we look at the box where Woody was initially, and then look again a moment later, we see that Woody suddenly appeared at the bottom of the box. However, this wasn't the only time Woody was captured moving on camera. In the second video, Woody is spotted in the kitchen. As the person enters the room, the Woody doll stares at him, then quickly reverts to its lifeless state, as if pretending to be just a toy.
Bro, just imagine, right? Oh my lord, guys. Like, this is crazy. I'm just gonna put a thought out there, guys. If you ever see a Woody doll standing on your kitchen counter, looking at you and then falls, what are you gonna do? Me, I probably would have ran up the stairs and never looked back. But then again, it's still in my house. So I probably would have went outside and threw it out. Be honest. Because there's no way you're going to come in my house and thinking that you're just going to tattle it all over the house. And then I catch you standing and then you look at me? No. That's crazy.
But that wasn't all. At that very moment, Woody falls backward into the sink. Was this Woody moving on its own due to paranormal activity? Or is it evidence that cartoon characters can come to life in the real world?
There's no explanation.
Number 13. In this video, we see a possessed stuffed rabbit that will send shivers down your spine if you dare to watch it. It starts innocently with someone holding the stuffed rabbit, but then it gets creepy. As the video progresses, the rabbit inexplicably starts moving on its own. But that's not all. To heighten the sense of terror, the rabbit moves toward the person holding the camera, as if it's drawn to their presence. The fear and discomfort of the person filming are palpable as they hastily retreat from the room. Ultimately, the filmmaker returns to the room, accompanied by another person, in hopes of confirming or debunking the eerie phenomenon. To their shock, they find the rabbit not only continued its movements, but also came closer to the door, and then the video abruptly ends. Do you believe the rabbit was possessed? Number 12. Were you ever obsessed with the Cars film series as a child? And if so, did you ever wish that your toy car would come to life? If you did, you might want to reconsider those words after watching this video. But the first thing you need to know about this toy car is that it makes strange sounds. The owner had even become afraid of it at one point. Just watch what happens when he reaches his hand towards the haunted car. As you saw, the sounds of the toy car managed to terrify the person. The strange thing is that every time the person tries to grab the haunted car, it makes a creepy noise. Although it's just a sound, there's an aggressive undertone to it. What do you think's going on with this toy car? Could it be cursed or something else? Let me know in the comments. Number 11. This teddy bear is not only possessed and capable of walking around, but it's also overly attached to the child who likes to play with it all the time. And the creepiest part of it all is that it was captured on camera. When the parents reviewed the surveillance camera footage, they panicked because in the middle of the night, the giant teddy bear suddenly seemed to come to life. On a scale of 1 to 10, how creepy would you find this if it happened to you? As we can see, the teddy bear stands up all on its own, and with singular focus, it turns toward the child. You can interpret this in two ways. Either the teddy bear is genuinely possessed, and all of its actions are quite chilling, or the teddy bear might be computer animated, as some people suggest in the comments. In our opinion, it looks quite convincing. What do you think? And how would you react if you experienced this? Number 10. This seemingly innocent magic wand, adorned in pink and shaped like a flower, promises children the allure of beautiful music, magic, and fairies. However, beneath its deceptive exterior lies a truly horrifying secret. Upon closer examination, if one dares to peel off the silver foil, a shocking image is revealed. To complete the horror, another piece of foil at the end of the wand reveals an image of a girl with red eyes and a sinister expression, evoking a sense of pure malevolence. The bizarre thing about this toy is that it was once readily available in cheap stores. But this wasn't the only incident with this toy. Several people reported finding the same image in their toy as well. Unfortunately, we couldn't find further info about what happened next.
Okay, my thing is, how did that image get into that toy? Did the people that made the wand did it? Because if every parent is experiencing this image, that means something happened. I don't care. The people that made this product, bro, if I would have bought something like that for my child and I see something like that, I'm reporting. I'm calling the corporate. I'm calling the people that made this wand, because that is disturbing. No child should see that. No child should see that. That is so disturbing. Luckily, this toy is not around anymore. But hopefully this was pulled off the shelves back then when this was even invented.
But let's hope this toy was removed from the market. Number 9. Does anyone remember that scene in Toy Story where all the toys in the store come to life? Besides the fact that they can come to life in Andy's room, it makes you wonder if they can do the same in real life, when no one's watching. This girl accidentally stumbled upon something strange while looking for Toy Story toys in the toy section. But what she encountered was toys with a mind of their own. We can see the toys could turn on by themselves and start moving out of nowhere. But you know what was strange about these toys? Every time she approached the toys, they would become active, make noise, and seem to be possessed. Do you think all these toys in the store were possessed, or is it a spirit making the toys move? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Number 8. A creepy doll was discovered one day perched above the MRT railway track at the Dhobi Ghat MRT station in Singapore. A Twitter user named Ashley Sue shared photos of the eerie doll, which caught attention of thousands of people. The doll wore an oversized outfit and had terrifying large eyes. Ashley asked her viewers to pray for her because she felt she might have been cursed by this mysterious doll. Speculations and theories began to circulate, with some suggesting it might be a prank, while others considered the possibility of supernatural involvement. Regardless of the doll's origin, its presence was undeniably unsettling, leaving many wondering who or what placed it there. Some people claim that when they walked by the doll at night, they even saw it move. And there were also people who had been near the doll and suddenly experienced a lot of bad luck weeks later. In response to public concern, it was eventually decided to remove the doll from the location. An investigation was launched to determine how the doll had ended up there in the first place. Number 7. The Louis Armstrong Singing Doll is a collectible designed to resemble the iconic jazz musician Louis Armstrong. It was introduced in the later half of the 20th century and stands out for its ability to play snippets of Armstrong's famous songs, such as What a Wonderful World. The doll contains a mechanism often activated with a button or winding key, combining toy and musical tribute. However, according to various people who purchased the doll, it also exhibits possessed properties. The peculiar doll in this video was given gifted to a family by a stepfather as a joke several years ago. At first glance, it was clear that there was something unsettling about it. As the batteries began to weaken, the true horror of the doll revealed itself. Instead of its usual innocent greeting, it emitted a terrifying hissing sound, as if possessed by an unexplainable force. To emphasize the eerie nature of these experiences, another person shared their own spooky encounter with this doll. This person mentioned that they initially received the singing Louis Armstrong doll as a gift. However, in a twist of fate, it seemed to become possessed by Satan, filling their nights with fear and paranoia. The doll was stowed away in a closet to avoid its staring plastic eyes and potential dark intentions. Number 6. The first Barbie doll was introduced by the American toy manufacturer Mattel in 1959. It was conceived by Ruth Handler, who was inspired by a German doll named Wild Lily. Ruth saw her daughter often engage in adult roleplay with paper dolls, and eventually created a three-dimensional version of an adult doll, naming it Barbie, after her daughter. Barbie quickly became a huge success and has since become an icon in the world of toys. Many little girls have more than one Barbie, dressing them up as they please, playing with them and having them interact as if they were real people. But for this little girl, it became a bit too real. What started as a normal, fun video showcasing her Barbies turned into a horror movie. She holds two Barbies in her hand when, out of nowhere, one of these Barbies in her left hand suddenly moves its head. The girl screams in terror and tosses the Barbie away in shock. When you see videos like this, it really makes you wonder if it's possible for dolls to be possessed. Do you believe this could be possible? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Everyone's had this experience at some point. You're in your room, the lights are out, and you feel like there's a presence in the room with you. However, what happened to this next person is truly creepy. There's a doll in the corner of the room, and just before the video ends, the doll moves on its own. While the person got quite a fright, they dismissed the event as a trick of the light or the doll simply falling over. But later, they mentioned having experienced a similar event where the doll moved on its own as well. The person filming the moment claimed to have been scrolling through TikTok when at one point they saw something move in their peripheral vision. The doll in the corner of the room also becomes creepier the longer you look at it. Don't you think? Number 4.
Okay, personally, guys, I would never have a doll in my room. I would never, ever have a doll in my room. I would not sleep, guys. Why would you? Who sleeps with dolls in their room? Like, I know kids do. Some kids do. Some kids aren't scared of dolls. But me? I'm definitely not sleeping with a doll in my room. I would not sleep. I would not sleep at all. Because I'm always going to think it's watching me. You know what I mean? I would never, What kind of doll was that anyways? It looked creepy. So just imagine you sleeping and it's dark as heck in your room and you see that thing standing there and then it just moves all of a sudden. Not me, Jose.
It's universally accepted that objects moving on their own may be possessed by a supernatural force. But another well-known truth is that these things get much creepier when all this supernatural activity happens around a child. This little boy's having a great time with a small toy, happily moving it around and just enjoying some playtime. However, creepily enough, the toy moves on its own every few seconds, as if trying to crawl away from the boy. Fortunately, the poor child doesn't seem to notice what's happening each time. Could this be one of the many instances where objects seem to have a mind of their own and possess some strange energy? Some people in the comments suggest that the child may have telekinesis. Telekinesis is the ability to move objects with the mind without physical interaction. Is this a possibility when you watch the video, or do you have another explanation for the toy's movement? Number 3. FNAF, or Five Nights at Freddy's, is a popular horror game developed by Scott Cawthon. In the game, the player works as a night guard at the pizzeria, where animated animatronic characters come to life at night with malicious intent. In addition to the immense popularity of the FNAF games, the franchise has expanded into various merchandise, including toy dolls. They come in various shapes and sizes, ranging from small plushies to larger, more detailed figures. In this next video, a FNAF figurine without any visible mechanism or external help appears to move on its own. But I can hear you thinking, it probably has a magnet or batteries that make it move, right? Well, no. The person uploaded another video showing that the figure doesn't have batteries or magnets inside its body. So it's pretty creepy how the toy glides across the table, propelled by an invisible force. What makes this phenomenon even more intriguing is that other dolls of similar nature remain perfectly still. What would you do if you suddenly looked at your table and saw a toy happily moving across the surface? Would you throw that toy away? Number 2. In the vast world of Toy Story, where imagination comes to life, there exists a remarkable toy dinosaur that unintentionally found itself in the realm of the supernatural. This toy dinosaur is part of a set inspired by the beloved Pixar film, known for its characters and immersive adventures. The dinosaur toy in this video is perched on a shelf and boasts vibrant colors and intricate details. It's a quite creepy thought that such an innocent toy might suddenly come to life. The dinosaur toy was captured on camera, turning its head, as if it was manipulated by an invisible force. However, the rest of the Toy Story characters on the shelf remain motionless. In the animated film world, toys often come to life when humans are absent, having their own adventures. Yet here, we see a toy intended not to move, and it's quite disturbing that it appears to exhibit supernatural powers in real life. Number 1. The Ouija board, often presented as a means to communicate with the spirit world, has a rich history dating back to the 19th century. Although originally introduced as a parlor game, many claim it to actually serve as a portal for supernatural entities. There's numerous accounts of users having disturbing experiences with malevolent spirits after interacting with the board. In this video, the bear standing behind the boys on the shelf seems to become possessed after they use the Ouija board. They were bored and decided to bring out the old Ouija board to ask some questions to the spirits. A few moments into their session, it appears that the bear comes to life. It moves its head, looks around, and even starts moving its body slightly. At that moment, the boys sense a strange energy in the room. Startled, they pick up the bear, only to find nothing abnormal about it. They place it back down, and although the movement stops temporarily, there's no doubt that the teddy bear was just possessed. What's your favorite toy? And what would you do?
So guys, I really don't have any words to say, but this video was crazy and scary at the same time. So I want you guys down in the comments, let me know what your childhood toy was and what would you do if you've seen your childhood toy movie on its own with no explanation, guys. I want to know in the comments, what would you do? Would you just sit there? Would you just look at it? Would you be in shock? Would you run? Like, what would you do? What would you do? Throw it away? Burn it? What would you do? See, me, I probably would have been to the point where I was too scared to even touch it or look at it or even throw it away. I'd be too scared to touch it because you don't know, like, what's in your toy. You don't know. They say spirits can attach themselves to things, especially bears and dolls and things like that. That's the reason why I feel like I don't have dolls. My kids do not play with dolls at all. They do not play with dolls. They do not. And, I mean, they might play with Barbies here and there, but dolls, particularly, no. No, 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 no. 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 But yeah, guys, I want to know what your childhood toy was. And let me know, what would you do if you seen a movie on camera? If you guys can answer that, and I'll pick somebody random and just shout them out in the next video. So yeah. So guys, your girl signing out. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching with me this crazy video, and I'm about to start heading to bed. And I love you guys. I have a busy week this week. Actually going to my sister's event, which is in, I'm not gonna say it because, you know, I just don't want to say it, but probably Saturday. I might vlog it a little bit, like a little vlog or something like that. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah, busy week. Hopefully this week goes by smoothly. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Hopefully it goes by smoothly as possible. But your girl has been really busy lately with the house and things like that. And, yeah. So sorry that I haven't been posting. But again, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe to the channel and share the videos, guys. And also go follow me on TikTok. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys. Bye, guys.